Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I've got a haul and it's kind of a different haul than usual because usually my hauls are just one thing, usually all Scentsy or all whatever I'm doing. But today I've got 3 different companies in this haul. Most of it's Scentsy, and I'll get to the Scentsy first because that's what most of you are probably here for. But I also have some Bath & Body Works as well as a little, like one Homeworx item. And there's a story behind that and we'll get to it later. But anyways. But I do have a Scentsy box here, and so I'll kind of just go through the non-wax items first. The first things I got here are in this larger bag here, and it's just 2 mini light bulbs. One is clear and one is orange. And one thing that I do enjoy that Scentsy does is they do put stickers to kind of indicate the color of the light bulbs. So if there's no sticker, it's just a clear bulb. And if there is a sticker, it's the color of the sticker. So this one is orange. And I picked this up to go in one of my mini warmers for fall. I do plan to decorate my home for fall this weekend, so orange it is. I also picked up a 3-pack of the 25 watt just clear bulbs. This is just for my own warmers to have in my stash, or if any family or friends need a bulb, I have some on hand. I did also grab 2 fragrance flowers. Now I plan to grab 1 or 2 more when the Harvest collection launches, but in the meantime, I wanted one for our bathroom. So I grabbed the Dazzling Dahlia Darling in Cashmere and Corduroy. And so you can see it's Dahlia Darling, and then the scent name is there. This one is like a really nice, it's like bergamot, vanilla. This one is just like a really nice kind of like sweet perfumey vanilla musk with some bergamot. It's really pretty. And the other one I picked up was from the clearance section. I've had one of these before and I liked it so much I did repurchase one also on clearance again. And this is Toasted Acorn and Oak in the Buttercup Bell, which is more of a buttercup shape as opposed to the kind of spiky dahlia looking one. So Toasted Acorn and Oak is currently available in the catalog. It's back in the catalog this season. And it is a like oaky, nutty type scent. It's very like woodsy, nutty, really, really nice. Perfect fall scent, very inviting. And this fragrance flower is strong. So if you want one that actually will kind of fill a space, this one you will smell when you walk into the room. It's quite nice. So I do this one in my entryway. I have a little table in the front door entrance. And so I just put that on there and we really enjoy that one. So I will set both of those up because both of my fragrance flowers in those spots have actually run dry. So I will be putting those out right away here. Then we have wax. Now, note on the wax. The Mylar bags are still being used because it's still hot out. I have noticed that, and many of us have noticed, Scentsy has switched their ice packs. Hold on one sec. So before the switch, we had gel packs that were kind of a plastic bag with gel inside, frozen. They were wrapped in these kind of like absorbent pads with plastic on the back, absorbent on the front. And then they wrapped them up, put that in a plastic bag, and then they were just kind of contained in little packages. And the order I got today didn't have this bag. This was just loose in the bag like this. And luckily for me, the ice pack did not break, but these ones do feel like they would break more easily to me than the old ones. So it does say no sweat gel ice pack, and it didn't come damp. The inside of my bag was not damp either. I know some people have been having issues with these being punctured or popping, and these do feel less, I guess, strong to me than the old ice packs did. But yes, I have been hearing a lot of issues with these ice packs. I really strongly hope that they go back to the original ice packs because I don't know that these ones are going to work out, but I'm not in charge, so not my decision. But if you do have issues with ice pack issues, have your consultant contact support for you and we will see what we can do. This is the first order this summer that I've gotten where bars were actually sweaty. The old ice packs stayed really cold for a really long time and I never had issues with sweaty bars arriving, but some of my bars today did arrive sweaty. And like I said, that ice pack was actually warm to the touch when I picked up my box. So I don't know that they work as well as the old ones did. So here are just kind of some cold sniff thoughts on some scents that I haven't warmed yet. The first is the August scent of the month, Glacier Water. Yes, Glacier Water. And this one, I want to say has bergamot, fresh air. I'll put the notes below on this one because it is the August scent of the month. So for the next few days, you can get this 10% off on the website. This one did arrive sweaty. As you can see, it's a bit juicy. Maybe it's not showing up in the light, but yes, it is juicy. This one to me smells very cologne-ish. And I don't tend to love cologne scents. It's not a bad scent. It smells like a man's shower product or a man's body wash or a very aquatic type men's cologne. It's a very fresh kind of soapy type scent or cologne-y type scent. I would describe it as masculine. I would say good bathroom scent. If you want it to smell like a man just showered in your bathroom, this would be the way to do it. Personally, this type of scent doesn't typically appeal to me. This will be the only bar of this that I get. I will warm it, and I'll try it in bathrooms probably because I think that's the place to warm it. But yeah, it's about a medium on cold, and I would describe it as, like I said, aquatic, a little bit of cologne. I do believe there's bergamot in this, and I think that's what's giving it that kind of cologne type vibe. Yeah. I kind of thought this might be a little bit like Atlantic Air or maybe Sand Swept or something like that. And I don't feel that they're similar at all. I think those scents are more just fresh ocean. This one is more cologne, body wash, men's body care. So I do think there's quite a distinction there. So yes, that is Glacier water, 10% off for the rest of August. And when I warm this, you will see it in my What I've Been Warming Wednesday video at that point. Then we have a cold review of We're All Mad Here. This one released about a week and a half ago, and I was really excited about this one. This one has, I think, like fizzy berries and stuff in it. Yes, it is like bright berries. I would say raspberry, maybe a bit of strawberry, maybe acai berry, maybe blackberry. There's blackberry here for sure. Yes. Scentsy Blackberry is in here. But I don't think if you hate Scentsy's Blackberry that you'll necessarily hate this. On cold, it's definitely present. I've got this warming right now in our bedroom. And on warm, within like an hour or so, a really beautiful and really interesting, almost like sugar plum or cotton candy type note started to come out. And at this point in time, it's an absolutely gorgeous, like medium plus in the bedroom. And it's like a mixture of sugar plum, cotton candy, and like just berry, and it's a really pretty scent. If you liked Ariel Kiss the Girl, this one is a similar type of berry note to that, only no lime and no sea air. This one's just got much more of a like cotton candy floss type feel to it. I really, really like it. It does have almost an effervescent quality to it, like a fizziness. I really enjoy it. Yes, so I did take Kiss the Girl out of my club, and I will probably put this one in. This is one that I could see melting all over my house. I like this in our bedroom. My daughter likes this one, so we could do it in her room, and I would probably even do this in the open layout. So this is one I'll probably throw in my club. It is kind of on the unique side. I really enjoy it. Yes. So if you're on the fence about We're All Mad Here, I would suggest picking up a bar to try. Next we have Zoinks, which is the Scooby-Doo bar. And it is a cute like purple and turquoise label with a turquoise wax. And I think the notes on this were like pineapple, mandarin, and strawberry, which sounds like a very fruity, fun blend. So we have the Scooby-Doo gang on the front. And the scent itself is very pineapple heavy. In fact, I don't know that I could identify other notes than pineapple. It's very much like pineapple pucker to my nose. You do get a little bit more, I wouldn't identify orange. You do get a bit more something on the back. It might be strawberry. I can't really pick up. Yeah, it might be strawberry. But like 90%, this is just a very like strong pineapple scent. It is a bit on the like sharper pineapple side. Like, you know how when you cut fresh pineapple, it is on the like acidic side. This does have that like acidity to it, like a fresh pineapple does, which might not appeal to some noses, but I like it. My daughter loves this one. And my husband really, really enjoyed this too. He said he wishes he could drink this. So win in our books. I haven't warmed it yet. We'll see how it does warm. These pineapple-y type of scents don't typically last all that long, but they are usually very, very good. And this one smells fairly strong in the packaging as well. So I am curious to see how it does performance-wise. I suspect, and this is just based on my assumption, it's going to be a medium to medium plus and maybe a 12-hour type scent is my guess, but we will see. I will let you guys know in the next What I've Been Warming Wednesday if I warm this one and how it does. Now each of those scents, Zoinks and We're All Mad Here, I bought 2 each of those bars, and I also bought two of the Moana Spirit of Motunui, and this one is like a watery melon. It's kind of along, and again, this one got sweaty and damp too. It's like a watery melon scent, a little bit crisp. It's not like a sweet candy watermelon or anything like that. It's like a fresh, crisp melon. Kind of reminds me a little bit of aloe vera and ivy, if you tried that a couple years back. It was a kind of crisp melon scent. This has that same kind of crisp melon note. It is quite sweet and fruity though. Yeah, very summery, like very summery. And I am going to tuck these 2 bars away. I'm not going to melt these this year. We're getting too close to cooler weather here. So I'm going to tuck these away for next year and enjoy the heck out of them in spring and summer next year. By the way, this scent is being put back in the vault and retiring at the end of August. So if you haven't picked up Spirit of Motunui yet and you want to, August 31st is your last chance to do that. So do not wait till September. It will not be there. So that is Moana. Get her while you can or stick her in your club. Then I grabbed 2 bars, believe it or not, 2 bars of cinnamon buttercream. Now, if you've watched me a while, you may know I don't love this scent on its own. It is cinnamon, it's like Italian buttercream, cinnamon, mascarpone, maybe vanilla or something. It's like it's a not super toothachingly sweet frosting. When you think buttercream frosting scents, you think very toothachingly sweet. This one is not overly sweet, which I do appreciate about it, because I love the overly sweet stuff, but there is a place where you want just a creamy mixer that isn't toothachingly sweet, and this is it. So cinnamon buttercream is one I do like to keep in my stash for mixing. It is good with any of your like spicy scents. It mixes beautifully because it does have just a hint of cinnamon to it. It's not a spicy scent. It's not a spicy cinnamon. It's like bakery cinnamon. So rather than being red hot cinnamon and rather than being cinnamon bark or cinnamon stick, it's not those. It's like powdered cinnamon and just a little bit in that frosting. And so it just kind of grounds it and adds a little bit of earthiness. It is nice. The cream cheese, the mascarpone cheese note is odd to my nose, like I said. You don't smell it as much on warm. And like I said, it's such a good mixer that I forgive it. So I did pick up 2 bars. This will probably get me through the whole fall and winter season. Yeah, so those are going to be for mixing in my household, but I did grab 2 of those. Another thing I grabbed 2 of was apple cherry strudel. And this one is like apple and cherry filling, and I think there might be a bit of spice in the notes, but I don't really get a lot of spice in the scent. Like, I wouldn't even necessarily pick up on any spice in here. It's more of like a jelly fruit filling, like a strudel filling. Like apple cherry. Nice balance, nice bright cherry, fruity cherry, not black cherry, not cough medicine cherry, nice bright cherry with a nice sweet apple pie filling. It's really pretty, and this one, like I've said a few times, not gonna last very long, and I mean like the shortest duration Scentsy bar I've ever used, but it's strong enough while it lasts. It's a good medium scent, maybe like a 6 out of 10 in the open area with the full bar, but a 6 out of 10, 4 or 5 hours. 5, maybe 6 is the most it's ever gone. Nothing beyond 6 hours. But it's really beautiful while it lasts. I highly recommend it for like a movie night or just an evening in. Put it in when you get home from work. Enjoy it for the evening. That's how I like to use this one. Then I grabbed a bar that I don't think I've purchased this bar before. This is Autumn Sunset. It's been around for ages. It's the one with the orange label and the pretty dark purple wax. And this one is like a nice spicy, yeah, it's like pumpkin and spice, but not pumpkin spice, if that makes sense. It's not like pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie filling. It's a very like clovey, cinnamony pumpkin. Yes, so this one is very, very heavy on the spice. This is one that's a little bit spicy for me. I would probably mix it, and I think Gimme Candy or cinnamon buttercream would mix beautifully with this. So that is my plan. It is very spicy, but very nice. And I'll probably do this in a wax war with some like spicy cinnamon clove scents coming up in the future here. I also grabbed a bar for the sake of science. This is Fairy Tale Pumpkin. It was a scent of the month last October, I think it was. And it is back in the catalog now. So I only warmed a tester of it, I think. I might have had a bar. I can't remember. I warmed it at least once before. And on cold, to me, it's kind of like a blueberry muffin. It's like, I don't get really pumpkin here. I get blueberry. Some people get licorice from this. There is some licorice on the back. It's not strong. I wouldn't pick out licorice. I'd pick out blueberry. Like a, yeah, it's like a blueberry muffin type. I guess I could see licorice. It's a blueberry candy, muffiny bakery type scent to my nose. It's pretty strong on warm. I remember it being a pretty decent performer. If you like the scent, you'll probably enjoy the performance. But it is a controversial scent in that a lot of people don't like it. And I can't say I love it or hate it. It's just kind of a neutral scent for me. My husband hates this scent. He was very dismayed that I purchased this bar. So this one will have to be warmed in my office with the door shut or something because he cannot stand this one. And that's fair enough. I don't think he's alone in that opinion, but again, it's not one that I hate. It's just kind of okay. It's a blueberry bakery type scent to my nose, but there are blueberry bakeries that I prefer to this one. So it's okay, but I do want to use it in upcoming wax wars, or at least to kind of compare the scent of the months at the end of the year. So I do have a bar for research purposes. And that concludes the Scentsy portion of the haul. So the next part of the haul is Bath & Body Works. So I got a couple things. The first thing I got is a candle holder. I have a new piece in my kitchen. It lives on my kitchen island. It's a large hurricane glass vase thing from Pottery Barn. And my plan is to put like candle centerpiece type things in it and then have it be like a candle centerpiece inside a centerpiece on my island. So I got this like shiny, pretty pumpkin one for fall. And then I've got pumpkin cinnamon bun here as a candle, and then it just kind of goes like that. It'll go inside my hurricane vase and just be kind of pretty and fallish on my kitchen counter. So for the stand itself, it feels like it's like some kind of, what is it? Does it say? It feels like some kind of like ceramic-y type material. It does have this lining on the back, which is nice, but it does feel kind of flimsy, like you could poke a finger through it. So I'm not sure if that's going to hold up to being in storage throughout the rest of the year. We will see. But it'll be fine even if that does break. But it is nice. It has the little like nubs here for the candle to sit on, so it's not directly against the label down there. And yeah, it's just kind of a pretty fall piece. So there's that. By the way, this Bath & Body Works order I did purchase from the US Bath & Body Works site. The candles that I wanted to purchase were out of stock on the Canadian site, so I just bought them from the US site. So pumpkin cinnamon bun, I got 2 of these. I've only got one here in my hand, but the lid is really cute. It's got these pumpkins on top. It's kind of the coppery finish with the label there. And then, yeah, this one is so good. It is like cinnamon bun dough. I don't get baked cinnamon bun. I get cinnamon bun dough. Like when you've rolled out the cinnamon bun dough, you've put the brown sugar and the butter in, you've rolled it up with the cinnamon and all that. Before you put it in the oven, it's the sweet dough with this, like the light spicy, not spicy, but the light spices with the sugar. And then I get the glaze. And the glaze is almost like a mixture of like icing sugar glaze with a bit of cream cheese mixed in. It's not like thick cream cheese frosting, but you do smell cream cheese. I'm not a cream cheese frosting lover myself, but I love this. And I think it's because I also smell the icing sugar glaze, and it's just like a mixture of the two with that sweet dough, and it's just good. It's just yummy. Yeah, I don't get a lot of spice here. Like for a cinnamon bun candle, I don't really get cinnamon in the notes. So the notes they say are warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. Vanilla frosting, 100%. Pumpkin spice, that's not a whole lot. Warm cinnamon roll, 100%. Yes, I get like the dough before it goes in, or just that kind of sweet dough, and the frosting. Yes, so that one I love. This one I do plan to chop into wax. My issue with some of the sweet bakery type Bath & Body Works candles is that to me, they tend to like go sooty. I've tried not burning them for long. Sometimes they say to leave them lit only a few hours. This one has nice thick wicks on it. Sometimes they say if you just leave it burning like 2 to 3 hours, it won't do that. In my experience, they do. So I don't like that kind of burnt sooty smell they take on sometimes. So I love this candle, love the scent. I'm going to pop it in my freezer, get it out of here, remove the wicks, and chop it into wax melts, and then store them in the jar. So that's my plan. And I did get 2 of each of these candles. So I do have 2 pumpkin cinnamon buns. One I'm going to chop into wax, and I think what I might do, just for ambiance sake, is put the other one in the pumpkin centerpiece thing. So I have 1 to burn, 1 to chop for fragrance, if that makes sense. This one I also bought 2 of. This is pumpkin peanut brittle, and this was a recommendation from Becky, a friend here on YouTube. You can find her channel by searching Becky Hen, Henn. Pumpkin peanut brittle, not available in Canada, only available in the US, and it's got kind of the hammered glass copper. This one's good too. This one is like peanut brittle. It's like super sweet. You do get a lot of nuttiness here though, and it's a very different type of nuttiness than the peanut note Scentsy uses. Scentsy has the graham cracker crunch with peanut butter. I think I prefer Scentsy's peanut butter, but this is really, really good too. The notes here are crunchy caramel brittle, salty peanuts, and toasted pumpkin seeds. That's what it is. Yes, I do smell pumpkin seeds, and I couldn't figure out what I was smelling there. Because I do get like the peanut, and I do get like the brittle part, but there was something else and I couldn't figure out what it was. It's pumpkin seed. It is kind of like a earthy, almost squashy type of scent, but it's good. So there is pumpkin peanut brittle. Again, I'll freeze one, dump it out, take the wicks out and chop it, and then I will warm one or light one and put it in my centerpiece there. So that is what I got from Bath & Body Works recently. Then on to Homeworx. So with Homeworx, I had placed a pretty large order of like 8 candles, 7 candles, about a month and a half ago now, like shortly after my first Homeworx haul, and thought it went through fine. Well, it did, it went through. Then they shipped it, I got a shipping notification. So then I checked the shipping notification to see when it was going to arrive, and it said by August 15th, and I was like, okay. But it said it hadn't been received in their system yet, and I was like, that's normal, like that's typical. Usually things take a couple days to show up in the tracking, and it's fine. So then I checked like a week later, and it still hadn't moved. It said hasn't been received by the company yet, and I was like, that's odd. It's been like a week. And so I was like, huh. So I gave it another few days, and then it still hadn't moved, and I was like, okay, it's been nearly 2 weeks now, and it hasn't been accepted into the system even yet for postage. So I just sent Homeworx an email saying, you know, hey, I got a shipping notification, but it doesn't look like the tracking has moved. It doesn't look like it's been received by the shipping company yet. Can you please check into that? So they did. And they were like, we'll look into it. Talk to you soon. I'm like, cool. Then the next day they were like, okay, still looking into it. We'll get back to you when we know. I'm like, cool. So then another couple days passes. Or like, I guess maybe 3 or 4 days more pass. And then I'm like, thank you for any updates you can provide. Like, you know. And then a few days later, I get another response like, okay, there's been a problem. We figured out the problem, but we're going to have to refund your order. So I was like, well, shoot, I wanted the order. So they were kind enough to refund the order in full, like shipping and tax and everything. And they actually gave me a 25% off discount code as well. So because I had purchased the candles on sale at like a 20% discount, they decided to offer me a refund plus the discount code so that I could repurchase the candles at the same discount that I paid for them with, which was very nice. So they actually had a crazy sale on that day when they responded to me, and it was like 3 for $60 or something like that. So you get 3 of these like pretty large candles, like they're like the size of my head, for $60. So I was gonna order anyways, but then I wanted to make sure I was actually getting my other candles first. But yes, oh, that's good. Okay, long story short, I was able to purchase the candles at the 3 for $60 whatever price, use my refund, and then also apply 25% off on top of that. So I actually got 2 more candles than I originally purchased for the same price. So that was cool. So was happy with the deal I got in the end, but I was kind of bummed that it was like a month had gone by and I didn't actually get any candles. Then I had a package slip in my mailbox and I was like, okay, I have to go to the post office and pick something up. I don't know what it is. It was one random Homeworx box. Now, when you buy Homeworx candles, they package them really well. So if you order a bunch, it comes in like a great big box. And inside the great big box is a bunch of smaller boxes that have these guys inside. So what I picked up at the mail post office place was like an individual candle box. And I was like, okay. It had this inside. Now, I had originally ordered one of these, and this must have, what I'm assuming happened, and I don't know, but what I assume happened is that my order probably almost all fit into one large box, but this one didn't fit in. So they sent it separately in just its like regular box, like the small box, rather than trying to put it in the big box. And then for whatever reason, the great big box never made it to shipping, and the small one did, but it didn't get scanned for tracking, I guess, and it turned up at my house. So I ended up getting one of my original candles. So this one is Farm Stand Pumpkin. The label's really pretty. It's gonna shine through really nicely when it's lit, I think. And yes, so when you first buy a Homeworx candle, it's got the nice lid. It has the wicks kind of covered here in a little dome so that they don't get crushed. And then it has a little scent protector flappy thing too. So the wicks on this one are quite nice. So the wicks on this one are nice and thick, it looks like. They look like decently thick wicks. Now the smell on cold, I get like a nutty caramely pumpkin. It's really nice. So Homeworx says it is pumpkin puree, nutmeg, cinnamon stick, and sugared tonka bean. There's no nuts in the notes. I smell nuttiness. So pumpkin puree, 100%. Nutmeg, yes. Nutmeg is pretty prevalent there. Cinnamon stick, yeah, there's cinnamon in here. It's not like an aggressive cinnamon, but there is spice here. Sugared tonka bean. There is something sugared here. I wouldn't have guessed tonka bean. I would have guessed like sugared pecans or something. But there is kind of a sweet, like crystallized sugary type note. Yeah, this one is like a pumpkin spicy, very classic fall scent. Classic pumpkin spice. Really like this one. And I think that's gonna warm really beautifully as well. It's about a medium, at least a medium strength on cold. And I think we're gonna really enjoy that one. So that is Farm Stand Pumpkin. I did order another one of these ones when I placed my replacement order. So I expect to get another one of these in the mail at some point soon, along with like 8 other candles that I ordered. So when I receive those, I will do a Homeworx haul. So kind of a snafu with my Homeworx order, but all's well that ends well. And I did appreciate that they did the right thing and took care of it, and it actually worked out in my favor in the end anyway. So I would be happy to reorder from them, and I would recommend them. So that is my kind of miscellaneous haul. We had Bath & Body Works, Scentsy, and Homeworx, and so that is what I got. I do plan to decorate for fall this weekend, so the little centerpiece is going into my candle holder here shortly, and I'm gonna put my fragrance flowers out and get all that going. And I think out of the Scentsy bars that I got, my favorite one is We're All Mad Here, which is about right for my household. It's like a nut house around here, so it's accurate. We're all mad here. Yeah, it's a good one. It is like fizzy berry, fruity berry, like berry. Yes, highly recommend We're All Mad Here if you like berry scents. If you're not into berry scents, and if you really hate Scentsy's blackberry note, I would steer clear. But if you like berry scents, it's a good one. And solid performer too. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.